Hello, McFluffy52 here, back with some more Bloomberg action. Today we're playing Simic Rotpriest. We got one new card here and we lost a bunch of cards, but basically going through the deck, we have a bunch of protection spells. We have Bushwhack, find us our basics, as well as target. We got Venerated Rotpriest, as well as a new card. We have Reasonable Doubt, which is a nice counter spell that can also target a creature, which is kind of cool. We have Tandem Takedown, which are very sad March of Swirling Mist that allows us to target multiple our creatures to give ourselves multiple Rotpriest triggers. And we have Archdruid's Charm and Invasion of Ikoria as other ways to tutor up Rotpriest, because you kind of need to be able to find Rotpriest consistently, otherwise this deck doesn't really do much. Mockingbird is the new card here. It is X and blue, allows you to make a copy, or come in as a copy of any creature on the battlefield if you spend mana value up to that creature's mana cost. And it has flying and is a bird in addition to its other types. So that's kind of the idea of the deck. Let's go and hop and rank ladder and see how we can do. Okay, I have to say I'm a little sad. I started recording this video and then I thought I spent a little bit too long on the intro, so I was planning to re-record it, but I was like, okay, I'll play through this match and see how it goes. I drew 3 Rotpriests in the top 11 cards, so I was like guaranteed the win, and well, I did win, and I'm kind of sad that I did not get that on recording. But anyways, this hand, we hit the Bushwhack, so I think it's actually keepable. It just means that we're not going to be doing anything till turn 3. If we're playing it to discard, we might as well just concede. Yeah, that's just go next. I really don't think that we're going to be able to win this. That is just how the Rotpriests do. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Opponent goes first, which is not ideal, but we have 2 Rotpriests in hand. I'm going to apologize for conceding there so fast, but I've played into many discard matchups. If you don't have cards to protect your Rotpriest, and it just and if you don't have, especially if you don't have an actual Rotpriest, it can get a little bit hard to actually do the thing, which is play Rotpriest, protect Rotpriest, rinse, repeat. The opponent's also playing a poison deck, so if they're playing, what's it called, Vraska combo, Vraska Betrayal Sting with the level 3 here, allows you to instantly one-shot the opponent by giving them 18 poison counters. I have a deck that I have brewed up that stops that combo, as well as has its own kind of combo, so subscribe if you want to see that. But yeah, I spent a lot of time yesterday making a bunch of decks, and I'm pretty happy with them. I'm excited to give them a whirl, but hey man, you can't record them all and release them all at once. The shore up looks a little silly. We haven't drawn into any of our blue sources, but that's okay. We have 3 green protection spells. That's very cool that you would do such a thing, opponent. Oh my goodness. They're up to 4 poison counters potentially. Another removal spell. They could only have 1 more. This is why you don't want to be. You want sweepers against Rotpriest. That is one of the reasons why I think this deck is somewhat good in the meta, because the mono red decks are so fast that people are running so many single target removal spells to stop them from instantly dying to them, but at the same time, it's very bad when you run into certain decks like Rotpriest. Okay. No Rotpriest. We do have a way to tutor up a Rotpriest, but the opponent goes first, so I feel like we got a mulligan hard. There's a Rotpriest, and we have 1 way to protect it. We'll give it a go. It's not great, but yeah, I do think this deck has some good positioning in the meta, but I also think, I want to say this towards the beginning of the video, that the deck is bad. And the reason I say it's bad is we lost March Swirling Mist and March of Burgeoning Life, which made this deck super strong because you could potentially one-shot. And since you can no longer one-shot your opponent. I should have just played this last turn. I mean, I could have waited a turn. I guess I should have waited a turn here. We have Archdruid's Charm to tutor up another one if we really need to, but it looks like the opponent's playing discard anyway, so we're probably doomed. We'll give them one poison counter. Yeah. Glad that we're having one of these games, though, just to demonstrate kind of what why this deck is bad. March of Swirling Mist made it just so much easier when you do get the Rotpriest to kill your opponents so much faster. And then March of Burgeoning Life made it easier to get multiple Rotpriests, but we do have the Mockingbird, which functions similarly, but it means that you have to play another color if you're trying to go for the super cheese build rather than like a generic Bant toxic deck. But yeah, we only have like Bushwhack that can deal with these deep cavern bats. That requires us to have a Rotpriest in hand. Let's hope they don't have a Thought Stalker Warlock or whatever the heck the card is called. Hostile Investigator. Similar but not the same. If anybody has a good counter to these discard decks, let me know because I am interested. I do have a deck brewed up that we will be playing probably tomorrow that tries to like kind of counter the discard decks, but there you go. That's the Mockingbird in action. Make a copy. Then before this gets discarded, let's go ahead and do this. Get some poison counters on the board. It's really nice that it's flying because it means you can go ahead and attack in the air and get some poison counters. And this card is also really good because it suspects your Rotpriest, giving it menace so that it's harder to block, so you can try and sneak in more poison counters. Really, the only thing you care about is your Rotpriest sticking on the battlefield and the opponent's getting poison counters. Opponent can just level up their bandit's talent or use their demolition fields. Or their clue. Not bad. Liliana. Yep, Liliana is like the arch nemesis of this deck because it doesn't target your creature. So edicts are brutal. GG's. Alright. No Liliana, please. Opponent goes first. Those are never good words to see. I think we hold off playing the Rotpriest until turn 2, but hey, we have a Rotpriest in the opener. That is the best you can ask for, really. You know, 3 Rotpriests in the opener is also pretty good. Targeting spells are good. Reasonable Doubt is nice because it also can stop the opponent from doing the whole fling shenanigans against mono red. They can like pump up the creature before they go to fling it, and you can be like, actually no. They're probably not gonna fling it. Alright. Got an assortment of protection spells here. I do wonder if it's better to be running hard hitting questions, but I just feel like protection is like the most important thing because you don't want your creature to die. Like I could hard hitting questions one of these scamps and that would be kind of good, but at the same time then we could potentially have hands where we just have the Rotpriest but it dies. I think I have to play very cautious here. Just let them through. I mean, we might just die. That is mono red in a nutshell. Just die. Surprised they didn't go for the Rotpriest. Well, can't really target it, or afford to target it. I think I will... Do I attack in? Probably. Do we want to avoid dying? Probably. But can we... I feel like the question is, do we just rush and try and race our opponent? I feel like his hand is not perfect for rushing to race our opponent here. So I might just wait a turn before trying to get in. Thankfully they've drawn a bunch of lands and a bunch of these cacophony scamp type creatures that when they die deal damage equal to their power. I will go ahead and do this, make it indestructible, and then I can block. Yeah. Opponent seems to have drawn a bit of a dud, which is good for us. Use one of the Simic skin veils. If we draw a land, we can run out this Invasion of Ikoria, get 2 Rotpriests. Okay, I meant an untapped land, but you know. Another protection spell is good. And I think we no attacks and pass. Can stop a pump spell with our reasonable doubt. It does mean that our creature won't be able to block though. A Rotpriest. Oh my goodness, that is a tough draw for our opponent. They've drawn 4 of the I don't know what you want to call the effect. Let's grab another Rotpriest. We're managing to stall our mono red opponent. This is incredible. Do not tutor up a Mockingbird, because you spent 0 mana to cast it if you did, so you can't come in as a copy of Rotpriest. It's just a helpful heads up. It is dangerous to do so. It was dangerous to tap down like this because we don't have the counter spell ready, but if we're to ever poison our opponent out, we need to speed things up with another Rotpriest. Forge is scary, but not the end of the world. I don't think I spend any of my spells if they don't cast anything till end step. That's a bit spooky. I mean, if they have a monstrous rage, things look bad. If they have monstrous rage, they can just kill us. It'd be unfortunate. Damage to face or to the Rotpriest? Okay. That is okay. Fling? That might be what actually they have, is a fling card. Holy. Okay, yeah, we need to go all out. As many poison counters as possible now. Okay, that's not going to do it. I need the opponent to cast a spell for some reason on their turn. That's pretty much the only way I win this. We needed a targeting spell, and we did not draw a targeting spell. Yeah. If they cast a spell, I can reasonable doubt it. And then Royal Treatment on top. No! We're so close. Unfortunate. We had 20 land. We have 20 lands in this deck, and we just had to draw the land at the end there. That was unfortunate. If we drew a non-land permanent or a non-land card, we probably would have won. Like almost any non-land card would have given us another targeting effect. Actually, did I lose that game because I shuffled away or like scryed away a Invasion of Ikoria? Could I have won with one more Rotpriest? No. I don't think so, because that would only get on up one poison counter. Anyways. Reasonable doubt seems a little hard to get off here. Let's just do this. I've drawn too many lands too many times. Let's just hope our Crab Claw opponent doesn't have a shock. They're mice. They are mice. There's a chance. We can't really attack in, get past. We'll just wait. Boros mice. Very aggro deck. Slow them down a little. Suspect our Rotpriest to give it Menace. Menace. Can't be blocked by except by 2 or more creatures. Play Rotpriest number 2. Numero dos. It is cool that you can copy the opponent's creatures with the Mockingbird. They've humped their mice. I feel like I just need to get some spells through here, so whoops. Covering up the entire screen. Get some poison counters on the board, and then next turn we attack in and we cast 2 targeting spells. Is that enough? I think, yeah, that is enough. Is that a turn 3 win? No, definitely not. This is turn 4, I think. Well, I do apologize. But GG, we did it. We cheesed another one. Alright. Well, that's gonna do it for this deck. We ended 4-7. So this deck isn't very good. Is it fun? Yeah, kind of. Whenever you get those Rotpriest draws, it can be pretty potent. Getting those really fast wins while the opponent's still at like 20 life is silly. So yeah, if you enjoy that kind of thing, maybe this deck is for you. But yeah, I do think the deck got worse since rotation because we lost 2 important cards. Those cards that I'm referring to are March of Swirling Mist and March of Burgeoning Life here. They're just so good at getting your Rotpriest out and, well, targeting it a bunch of times. So I think the deck got worse, but regardless, a good time. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff helps out a ton. And maybe you'll enjoy yesterday's video, which was Golgari Landfall, where we tried to one-shot our opponent by sacrificing all our lands and reanimating them in one giant go. So have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Ciao.